What's going on, my trainer club? The second time today we have a video coming out. Today we are going to check out the new 3 weeks of shiny raid bosses coming to Pokemon Go to celebrate the remote raids. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited about remote raids? Have you been participating? Have you participated yet? Do you plan to participate? Are you below level 40 and maybe you can't participate? Because today, not only did we cover the remote raids in the earlier video, but we're also going to do a quick overview of the 3 weeks of shiny raid bosses, including one new shiny that is coming to Pokemon Go. I am super stoked about this, not only because the first two, I absolutely love the shiny and they're really boss Pokemon, but the third one is a new shiny that we haven't had before, and it's a really cool looking shiny that I am very excited to get. So let's start off with everything we need to know about the timing, and then we'll go into a couple brief 100% IVs, and then we'll go into the counters of these 3 Pokemon that are coming to the raids starting tomorrow, taking over for Landorus. So if you don't have Landorus, now would be the time to do so. Before we get into anything further, I just want to put the quick update in here that we can now get gifts from our buddies. So the buddies can visit Pokestops, and actually there was like a little icon on my buddy, and my buddy happened to kick out gifts right as this tweet went out. So it's definitely active and happens, and I hope this helps you guys out during this stay from home. It's so amazing that we're able to get gifts from our buddies as well. So starting from April 28th, which is going to be tomorrow, Tuesday at 1 p.m. GMT 7, and some of you guys, including me, were like, what the heck is GMT 7? That's going to be the West Coast time zone at 1 p.m. all the way until the next Tuesday, which is going to be the 5th. We are going to have Darkrai populating our raid bosses. I am excited for this. I really hope that they are quite prevalent, that they are popular, that they are out there, and that they are in a lot of raids, because now we have the remote raiding available to us. So it's very important that we are going to be able to get that. Darkrai's a beast. We'll check it out in a second. And then the next one, starting on May 5th at the 1 p.m. switch over time in California time, GMT 7, is then going to be Giratina Altered Form. I absolutely love the Giratina Altered Form. We have seen it a decent amount. And I was curious. I was like, I wonder why they keep bringing Giratina back. Number one, it populates Ultra and Master League pretty heavily. More in the Ultra League, but Master League, I do see some people use it. Not a ton, but it does. So Ultra League, really good. And I was wondering, I wonder if at some point it's going to come into field research like the other raid bosses did, and I do not think it's going to, because then it would really populate probably the Great League as well, because it does drop below that 1500 mark. So I think that's why it has continually come back to raids and hasn't been shoved into the research or anything like that, just to make sure that it's not just like a Giratina raid party from the Ultra and the Great League standpoint. So that's going to go all the way until May 12th, and then on May 12th, this is the exciting part, we have the Virizion. Virizion is going to come and take over, and it is going to have its first shiny chance. The one thing that they haven't mentioned, and I did think that when Virizion was going to come back, is it was going to get Sacred Sword. The only reason why maybe it doesn't get Sacred Sword is because it gets normal quick attack, and then it's able to get Leaf Blade, which is pretty dominant, and then maybe if they put Sacred Sword on that Pokemon, it was going to dominate a little bit too hard. But I'm excited to see, maybe they'll release some moveset on that Pokemon later in the game as we get closer to that date. But as of right now, nothing has been released. This is what it is right now. So let me know in the comments below now, guys. Are you excited? Virizion Shiny is amazing. I am so excited about that Pokemon. So now we're going to get into a couple overviews of the counters. Tomorrow we're going to go over the complete Darkrai counter guide. I am also going to put out a raid graphic. So if you are not in my Discord or you do not follow me on social media, everywhere is at the Trainer Club with 2 B's after it. Facebook is 1 B. If you have not joined my Discord, you're going to want to, because you can also download my graphics from there in the highest quality that I'm going to put out. So description and pinned comments below is going to be where you find my Discord invitation. Get in there. Not only are you going to get that, you're going to get a ton of friending abilities. There's showcases to show off what some of your top Pokemon, your catches of the day. You can communicate with anybody, and I pop in on occasion to communicate with you guys as well, because I like to connect with you guys. So for the Darkrai, Darkrai is going to be a dark Pokemon, only dark. So it's going to be weak to fighting, as well as fairy, as well as bug. So it's got 3 weaknesses, doesn't have that many resistances, which is why it is somewhat not as used. It does rank pretty good in the Master League as far as like power, diversibility, but when it comes to actually utilizing this Pokemon, since it doesn't have a myriad of resistances, it can get hit normal damage by a lot, and since it's a little bit more attack heavy, it tends to get hit out quite fast. Think of something like a Shiftry. It's very dominant when it's used properly, but also when it's caught in the wrong situation, it's just like demolished, right? The 100% IV is going to be 2136 under normal conditions, anything but foggy weather, which is going to boost it all the way to level 25. It's going to be 2671. And the top 4 counters, if you guys cannot guess it, is going to be fighting Pokemon. So according to Pokemon Go Hub, number 1 is going to be Lucario with Counter and Aura Sphere, and we just did have that event. So if there is one that you powered up all the way to max, maybe you're working on best budding it up, it's definitely a very powerful Pokemon, slightly glassy but good. And then in number 2, we're going to have Conkeldurr, Counter Dynamic Punch. In number 3, we are going to have Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch. And then in number 4, can you guess it, we're going to have Hariyama with Counter and Dynamic Punch as well. And following up from the Darkrai, we then switch over into the Giratina altered form, which does have a shiny potential, one of my favorite shinies in the game. This Pokemon is going to be Dragon and Ghost combination. We will go over a complete counter guide as well, but this Pokemon is going to be weak to Ice, Ghost, Fairy, Dark, and Dragon combination, so it's only single weak to those. So that's what makes it beastly, and its defense and stamina are quite high up there, which makes it a very tanky Pokemon. As far as 100% IVs, 1931 is going to be the level 20. Every single condition except foggy and windy weather, which is going to boost it all the way to level 25, which is going to be a 2414 as the 100% IV. And as far as the top counters, I think you guys might be able to guess it because the dragons are the most powerful pretty much Pokemon in the game. So number 1, a dragon that is not weak to dragon, it's going to be normal against dragon, is going to be Dialga. Dialga is going to be Dragon Breath, Draco Meteor. Then in number 2, we actually have the Garchomp. Garchomp is going to be Dragon Tail combined with Outrage. This Pokemon hits very hard, but be cautious. I know some of you guys have already evolved it at some point or another. I still believe that maybe Gible could have a community day with a community day move, which would then force you to use your elite TM, and I'm trying to help you guys save those as much as possible for when you actually really need it. Next, we are going to have Palkia. Palkia is going to be Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor combination, another Draco Meteor Slayer as well. And then finally, obviously, we have some Pokemon in here that are not out yet, which would definitely dominate. We then have another dragon. Can you guess it? It's alternate form, not the altered form, alternate form, origin form, Giratina with the Dragon Tail Shadow Ball combination, or if you don't want to TM away and you're already using something else, you could go ahead and continue to use the Shadow Claw on that Pokemon, and that would definitely work because it's weak to Ghost as well. So both of those work, and I'll give you guys one more because it was just out before this one. It's going to be Snarled Shadow Ball on the Darkrai. Then we're going to switch over to Virizion. Virizion is going to be Fighting and Grass combination. The one thing about the Virizion is that it is going to be double weak to Flying type, and it's going to be single weak to Psychic, Poison, Ice, Fire, and Fairy. So those things are definitely going to be the counters that we can use, but the premier one is going to be Flying because it's going to be 2 times effective against it. It is going to have a 100% IV, same as the Cobalion, at 1727 under any condition except 2. We have sunny weather for the grass, and then we have cloudy weather for the fighting. It's going to boost it all the way to level 25 at 2159. We will obviously come back and cover all these guys as we do in the near future when they come back out, so you guys have a thorough guide and that you're not limited to certain Pokemon, as well as my counter guides that I'm going to put out as well. And the top Pokemon are going to be, one of them I recommended in the number 1 spot, potentially for an elite TM, which is going to be Moltres with Wing Attack, Sky Attack. Sky Attack Moltres on this Pokemon is very hard hitting, so it's definitely something that you could consider using. In number 2, we actually have Rayquaza, not used as a dragon type attacker, but as a flying type because it has dual typing with the moveset of Air Slash and Aerial Ace. And then in the 3rd spot, we have the Honchkrow with Peck and Sky Attack, followed by the 4th spot, which is going to be Mewtwo with Confusion and Psystrike combination because Mewtwo is a beast and it is very powerful. That Psystrike move is a monster. So that's everything we have to know, and of course, we have the shiny Virizion, which looks so incredibly cool, which you guys have already seen. So that's going to do it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the remote raiding, or if you're going outside to raid and it's safe where you are, you enjoy that too. And I hope that you guys are ready to get these raid bosses. I hope that they also bring Sacred Sword or some type of exclusive move to one of these Pokemon. I am out there looking for the Darkrai 100% IVs. We got more videos coming soon. We have the Darkrai full counter guide, everything you need to know about Darkrai. We have many more videos coming this week. We are excited. There's a lot of information, a lot to cover. I hope you guys are ready. So thank you guys for tuning in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.